Hello, hello, and welcome to Momentum Monday. Here we are again, and today's topic is a very interesting one. It's one that people ask me about quite a bit, and it's you want to start a business? What are the top things you need to know? And today I'm going to share with you three key things you need to know. Now, obviously, there are many things when you start a business, but today we're going to give you a big bird's eye view so that you can have a sense of what to expect. So, thank you for joining me, Emily McHugh, the Supercharged Coach, helping businesses do everything, do everything, and with enough time and energy and avoiding burnouts in your business. That's so key. That's so important. And especially this time of year, more important than ever. So today, we're going to talk about what a lot of people want to know, whether they're transitioning from maybe a corporate environment or they're currently an entrepreneur and they just want to make sure they're covering their bases, or they're thinking about starting a business but really have no idea where to start. And a lot of people, that's one of their biggest challenges. Where do I start? So in this video, we're going to have an overview of what that looks like, so you'll have a very clear sense of what is entailed for your entrepreneurial journey today. Are you ready? Are you ready to join me on this journey? I hope so, because it is quite the journey indeed. All right, let's jump right in. Let's jump right in without further ado. So, want to start a business? Three key things you need to know. Who is that person up there? What's that attitude all about? I think she's going to share some things from hard-won wisdom and the School of Hard Knocks in general. So let's hear what she has to say. All right. What are those three key things? What are those three key things? I want to know too. There we go. Let's see. Aha. Slides finally cooperating. Let's acknowledge that. Okay. So how to start a business? So many people ask this question. You need a lot of money to start a business, a great idea. What does it really take? What do I need to know? What do I need to do? How do I start it? And the big answer to this question is there is no one way to start a business. There are many different ways you can start it. There are many different things you can do. But today, it's not so much just about the mechanics. It's about some more things. Okay. Let's look at what those things are. So it starts with the mindset. This is a word you hear often. It is I don't know if it's an overused word, but it's a very common word these days. But it has so many implications and so many meanings. And so it's really how you manage your thoughts, the management of yourself, of how you plan to manage an enterprise, and just basically how you manage your life. And so it's about your thoughts and your beliefs. What do you believe is possible? What do you believe you can do? What do you believe you need in order to do it? And all of these things have an impact on your ability to start a business. So really, you start a business in your mind, in your own head. That's where the business begins. You have to have a talk with yourself and see if you're up to the task or if you're up to really embarking on the journey ahead. So it really is an internal decision to start. So that's the first thing. So from there, we want to talk about the next M, because at first I named this talk the 3 M's, and then it started to become the 5 M's, and it was really multiplying. But you really can condense a lot of things into 3 key areas. So again, number 1 is mindset. Number 2, do you have a market? Is there a market for what you have in mind? And does that market have growth potential? Is it a sustainable market? Can it last? Can it withstand the test of time? And is it able to scale? Can it grow beyond a certain place? So those are some of the key questions. And sometimes you may not have these answers all at once, but they are indeed questions to ask. And over time, you'll get answers to them. But the first thing you need to know is, do you have a market? And I could almost guarantee you this photo here is a marketplace in Jamaica because I see that OTT apple in the background. Absolutely a very, very highly in demand and lovely fruit. Okay, let me not get distracted. So yeah, do you have a market for what you want? Do you have buyers? Do you have sellers? Do you have products that people actually want to pay for? And what does it take to go to market? Do you have to open a stall? Do you need to be in a store? Do you need a website? What do you need in order to reach that customer? So this is probably one of the biggest parts of the entire equation is the idea of a market. And for me, market not only entails what is entailed in the transaction per se, but also like the parties, the buyers and the sellers, but what you're selling, the product as well. Like what is that thing that people want to exchange monies for? And then the third key component is the metrics. What is the quantity of the goods and the merchandise you're going to need in order to break even or make certain profits? And break even is making more than making when your expenses and your sales match. But you don't just do it to break even. You want to make a profit where your sales exceed your expenses. So what is the quantity? How much money are we talking about? Is it enough to sustain your lifestyle? Is it enough to live? Is it enough to survive? Thrive? What is it? What kind of money is involved in that market opportunity? And then ultimately, what are the benchmarks? And you see the term here KPI, which are the key performance indicators. What are those? Do I know those numbers? And can I produce them? So those are the key things that you want to think about. So it's all about the numbers. It boils down to numbers. So let's do a little recap of what we're talking about. What? Oh, no, that's something else. Let me stop that. I get banned from YouTube. Playing unauthorized music. Okay, so let's summarize this. Want to start a business? 3 key things to know. Number 1, your mindset. How do you think? How do you believe? Do you believe you can do something? Oh my, I can't begin to tell you. This is a discussion, by the way, that is not only startups have these conversations. People who are in business 20, 30 years ask themselves these questions over and over. It's an ongoing cycle. It doesn't just end when you're starting or in the startup phase. So I'll have you know that. It's something you have to cultivate over the breadth and depth and width and length of being in business. That mindset work is an ongoing work. And then the marketplace is always changing. What worked maybe 10 years ago may not work today. What may be working now may not work in the future. So it's very dynamic. It's always changing, it's always shifting, and you have to be willing to adjust and adapt with your market because it will not stay the same unless you're in one of those businesses that really don't change. But for the most part, most businesses change regardless of what they are. And then finally, the metrics. Get comfortable with your numbers. You have to understand your numbers. You have to track them. You have to record them. You have to keep records of those numbers, not only sales and expenses and so on, but what does it take to be profitable in business? And so with these 3 key M's of things you need to know if you want to start a business or grow a business, your mindset, your market, and your metrics, because with these 3 M's, you're able to multiply and manifest your vision for your business. So I hope this is helpful to you. And if you'd like a deeper dive into these concepts and how they apply to your business, I would like to invite you to, hold on. Okay, wait. I know. Here, I want to invite you to consider joining the Supercharged Club as a founding member. So I want to extend to you a special VIP invitation while it's available to join the Supercharged Club, which is going to be my new membership club for people or entrepreneurs who really want to be around action takers. They want to be in the company of people who are growing their businesses and are putting in place various techniques and planning tools to grow. So it's more of a planning, supportive, and accountability environment. So you can find out more, visit the QR code here on the screen, or visit thesuperchargedcoach.com/memberships to enroll and sign up. And so this week, I'm going to be giving a special presentation to further share more about the Supercharge Club and what's involved. And I invite you to come to that as well. So this Thursday, December 15th, 2022, we're going to have a masterclass launch party for the club, and also to share insights. And I'm entitling our talk, The Art of Reflection, Preparing to Plan. So many times we just jump into the planning phase. We're going into a new year, you just start to plan. But you want to take time to reflect on where you're coming from and then assess what you want to carry forward and what you want to leave behind. So that's what we're going to share a bit about in the masterclass, as well as give you more of an overview of the Supercharge Club, and invite you to sign up, invite you to join if you feel this could support your entrepreneurial journey, which I know that it will, because that's what it's all about. So here's another QR code where you can go and register. It's a free masterclass, free launch party, and I invite you to come join us. And yes, I think it will be great. I have to make some noise. Absolutely. So it's going to be a wonderful time. And I'm really excited because I know there's going to be really cool people in there, people who are dynamic, who share from their soul, like they're really passionate about what they do and really want to maximize their potential. So that's the energy that we're going to have. It's all about positive energy, positive vibrations. So with that, I want to thank you for being here with me today. Please make sure to subscribe, like, comment, and share. Tag a friend who you think can benefit from some of these tips. And if you also want to know more about entrepreneurship and my particular entrepreneurial journey, I invite you to get a copy of the Little Girl's Guide to Entrepreneurship, which pretty much documents my entrepreneurial journey, on Amazon or on my website, kusori.com. So until next time, I want you to stay supercharged. Hope to see you at the masterclass this week. Okay, take care now. Bye-bye.